Oldest child, and so I've been enrolled in Beck University for 46 years.
I know Gregg Beck. I've known him my entire life because I am his favorite child, his only son.
My dad's start in life was a little rough. He had siblings, and his father was incarcerated, which led to the divorce of his mother and father. He was then adopted, and his adopted father passed away. And when he passed away, my dad was a sophomore, I believe, in high school, maybe a junior. And there were a lot of mouths to feed. And my grandmother at the time, his mom, was working at the Pleasing as a cashier, which was a grocery store here in town. And so my dad quit school to go work at the Pleasing so he could have a full-time job. But he immediately enrolled at Pensacola Junior College at the time in adult school.
I think he made the conscious decision to put his family first as soon as he absolutely could. So all of my favorite memories are me and him on the baseball field. You know, he coached me, he was there at every game, every practice, there to support me, all the way through college. And so, you know, him and my mother just being there, you know, and that was a conscious choice that they made. And so that always meant just so much to me.
He's a generous man. He gives to causes that he believes in, and he has asked nothing in return.
We've had a lot of dealings over the last 60 years, and they've been fantastic. He's a man of his word.
He's always grown up being a Pensacola native. He loves to fish, and we've had boats and been on the water our whole life. But something that was always a neat story to me that he would tell us about was, you know, as a kid, that he didn't have a babysitter, and so his dad would drop him off at the Pensacola Beach Pier and with a fishing rod and some bait, and he would spend his summers out at the Pensacola Beach Pier, and that's really kind of where he grew up.
When I was little, I was very talkative, and I also woke up very early, and so did my dad. I wanted to get up with him in the mornings, and so his deal with me was that I could get up and have a cup of coffee with him as long as I didn't talk. So he drank out of a Campbell's soup cup, and he would take the, you know, he drinks black coffee, so he would take the Campbell's soup cup and fill coffee up to the line mixed with water, up to the little round thing, and that's what I was allowed to have.
To me, there would be nothing better than for him to receive Against All Odds award, because you look at his background and you look at what he's accomplished, and you realize that it's against a lot of odds.
Dad, you know, we've always known that you beat the odds in our family, and you've taught us that. You taught us grit and resiliency and flexibility. We know all of that comes from you. Justin and I can stand up at any plate and hit any curveball that's pitched to us, because you taught us how to do that.
The Against the Odds award when I found out that was the award that he was getting, I was like, oh, that's perfect. You know, I tell my 3 kids all the time that it's not what happens to you in life, it's how you react to it. And I think my dad embodies that wisdom. You know, early challenges in his life and things that did not go his way, he never let him slow him down, you know, and he always attacked each problem methodically and practically to make his life what it is today.
I would congratulate Gregg on a life well lived. Gregg and I are both getting on up there a little bit. We're in not the 4th quarter, but kind of the 2-minute drill. And I congratulate him on his business success, his achieving against the odds, and I congratulate him on his family. He's been married to a sweet, beautiful Jan for got to be over 40 years. He's got 2 wonderful children in Autumn, a successful attorney, and Justin, who took over Gregg's business. I've seen him at multiple little league kind of games. We have grandkids about the same age. So he's the epitome of a great family man. And that's one of the things that I look for in people. It's not just what you have done, but what legacy have you passed forward to the next generation.
Gregg, you really deserve this award. You work for it, and I am so happy that you're receiving this award. I just think it's fantastic.